everybody? Hope all of y'all are doing undeniably fan-freaking-tastic out there. It is I, James SelfStandard, your CMW Evolution Legacy Champion, and I welcome you all to another episode of Ring Ramblings. And folks, tonight is Impact Wrestling's Rebellion 2023 event. Just looking at this card, it looks pretty stacked and it looks pretty awesome. Tonight promises to be an incredible night for some Impact Wrestling. And folks, I'll admit, going into this thing, the vibe is kind of injured because Josh Alexander is kind of injured. Look, I'll admit, the whole Josh Alexander tricep injury situation, it kind of broke my heart a little bit. Like, I freaking love Josh Alexander, I do. The dude's been a workhorse for like a long time now, and everybody, including myself, wanted to see Josh Alexander become Impact World Champion. And when he did finally become Impact World Champion, it was the shortest reign of all time because Moose immediately called his shot right there in front of his wife and child. So that kind of sucked. But then Josh Alexander went on to become the longest reigning Impact World Champion for his second reign. And unfortunately, that reign had to end due to injury. So that one hurt. That one really hurt. But you know, Josh Alexander, just please get well soon, buddy. Still, though, I'm walking into this event with my head held high. Rebellion is like one of Impact Wrestling's big four pay-per-view events. So tonight promises to be very, very intriguing, to say the least. Alright, so without any further delay, let's get into the matches, shall we? First, we have a 10-person hardcore war. Oh man, this is going to be crazy. Alright, we got Bully Ray teaming up with Kenny King, John Skyler and Jason Hodge. Those last two are known as the Good Hands. And Masha Slamovich. And they're taking on the team of Tommy Dreamer, Frankie Kazarian, Yuya Uemura, Bhupinder Gujjar, and Killer Kelly. This match is a clash of styles if there ever has been one. Sorry, AJ. Like, both teams have an ECW original leading their group. We got some Japanese style in there with Yuya Uemura. We got some Carolina boy like John Skyler. We got a Russian in Masha Slamovich. We got somebody from India in Bhupinder Gujjar. Like, almost, this match has almost every single style of professional wrestling you could possibly think of. Okay? And, like, I will be quite disappointed if this match doesn't open the show up first. Not counting the pre-show matches, but when the main show begins, this hardcore war, it needs to open the show. Alright, but man, I gotta give it to Bully Ray though. Like, Bully Ray, the dude has legitimately been a bully. I think I'm hating him more now than I used to do back in like 2012, 2013, somewhere around there. His aces and eights days, basically. But right now, I could tell that Bully Ray and Tommy Dreamer, the main story is on those two. Alright. And I'm kind of predicting that maybe these two are going to have a match with each other come Slammiversary. So, with that being said, I want to see Bully Ray's team win this one. Yeah, I'm kind of hoping Bully Ray's team win this one because it was back at Hard to Kill. Bully Ray lost that match, and yeah, but Bully Ray, he could use a big pay-per-view W right about now. Alright, so yeah, I'm going to give this one to Team Bully. And by the way, Bully, thank you for seeing value in the Southern Savior, John Skyler. Skyler's my homeboy. Alright. Next up, we have an Ultimate X match for the Impact World Tag Team Champions. For the Impact World Tag Team Championships. There we go. Bullet Club's Chris Bay and Ace Austin defends against the Motor City Machine Guns. This one's kind of a tough one. Alright, Ultimate X is an original Impact Wrestling match concept. Motor City Machine Guns, they're Impact Wrestling Originals. And I think it was like, they announced that Chris Sabin recently just had his 20th anniversary in the business. Congratulations for that, Chris Sabin. So, you know what? I know the Bullet Club won it from Motor City Machine Guns, but you know what? I'm going to give this one to the Motor City Machine Guns. I don't know how they're going to do it, but I'm going to give it to those two. Yeah, I hope Chris Sabin and actually win this match. Alright, next up we have a 6-man tag team match of the Designs Alan Angels, Khan, and Callahan taking on the team of the new Director of Authority, Santino Malala, Dirty Dango, and say his name and he appears. I believe in Joe Hendry. You know what? Y'all gotta get used to it. Y'all gotta get used to that. From now on, anytime I ramble about Impact Wrestling, I always gotta announce Joe Hendry's name like that. Alright? So, it's gonna be the Designs Alan Angels, Khan, and Callahan taking on Santino Marella, Dirty Dango, and Joe Hendry. Alright, so, yeah. So, this whole situation with Callahan and the Design is getting more and more uneasy. Alright, this is getting really uneasy. And, like, I'm just hoping for some way or another Sami Callahan gets out of the Design. The dude is a leader. This man isn't a follower. Alright? It's just making me feel awkward, you know? It's just making me feel really awkward. But I know Alan Angels and Sami Callahan, they're basically butting heads at the moment. Alan Angels, he doesn't want to trust Sami Callahan, and I don't blame him. But the only way that I would like the Design to win this match is if Sami Callahan gets the victory. And if he does get the victory, he needs to win. He needs to pin Joe Hendry. Yep, he needs to pin Joe Hendry. How I would book this is Sami Callahan pins Joe Hendry. He challenges Joe Hendry for the Impact Digital Media Championship and sets up a match between Callahan and Joe Hendry. Somehow or another, the Design cost him the match. And then that could be the deciding factor of Sami Callahan leaving the Design or not. Alright. So, but you know what, now I think about it, it's going to be on one hand hilarious, but on the other hand scary to see what kind of song Joe Hendry is going to have for the Design. Alright, but moving on. Next up, we have a triple threat match for the Impact Knockouts Championship as Mickie James defends against Jordan Grace and Deonna Purrazzo. I'm still not ready to see Mickie James lose that title yet. She busted her butt to get that belt on the last rodeo. So, you know, Mickie, don't lose the belt yet. Do not lose the belt yet. Alright, next up, we have a triple threat match for the X Division Championship as Trey Miguel defends against Mike Bailey and Jonathan Gresham. Alright, leading into this match, Jonathan Gresham and Mike Bailey, they've been trying to one-up each other. And Trey Miguel, he's just there with the championship. And now they're giving Mike Bailey and Jonathan Gresham a reason to actually fight each other besides just a point of friendly competition. You know what I'm saying? And Trey Miguel, this whole heel version of himself, I'm kind of getting behind it. So, like, Trey Miguel, he could probably definitely pick up the W in this match by exploiting the friendly competition between Jonathan Gresham and Mike Bailey, making it between those two a little bit more aggressive, if that makes sense. So, if Mike Bailey and Jonathan Gresham get a little bit more aggressive with the other, it'll be because of Trey Miguel, and Trey Miguel, he's going to be doing a fine job at stirring the pot between those two. So, yeah, I'm going to give this one to Trey Miguel somehow. He's going to win dirty somehow. Alright, next up, we have an Impact Knockouts Tag Team Championship match of the Covens Taylor Wilde and Kylan King defending against the Death Dolls of Rosemary and Jessica. Oh man, Rest in peace, Ty Valkyrie. I hope your afterlife is very elite. But yeah, the last time I saw Ty Valkyrie on Impact, she was seen getting dragged into a light inside of a casket, which automatically teleported her straight to AEW. Same thing would happen to Allie. Su Yung killed Allie and sent her to an elite afterlife. Alright, but wow though, Kylan King, she really came out of nowhere. Yeah, she did. She really came out of nowhere. I thought there was a teaming. I thought that there was going to be teasing a tag team between Taylor Wilde and Killer Kelly, but that didn't really work out so well. So Kylan King, she really came out of nowhere, and like this may be the fastest new person debut to win a championship that quickly. So Kylan King, congratulations on this. I'm looking forward to seeing what else he got coming in the future. But man, Rosemary and Jessica, they just lost those titles. They did. And I don't know where the Death Dolls are going to be going from here on out. I don't know if Decay is still a thing or not. I mean, it should be. You got Rosemary and Jessica. Hey, wait a minute, Jessica was a member of Decay, wasn't she? Yeah, she was. Why are we still... Man, I keep seeing Crazy Steve and Black Taurus hanging around. So I guess this is back to the Decay, right? Right? I don't know. I'm getting very flustered and confused right now. But I know recently they've been trying to like tease Jessica's return back to the dark side, I guess. Like they've been trying to keep her in her sick mode. So, man, I'm gonna hate to say this, but yeah, I want Taylor Wilde and Kylan King to win this match. Like I got to study them a little bit more going into the future. I do. So, yeah, I'm gonna give this one to the Coven because I got to keep my eye on this situation here. All right. Next up, we have a last rights match between Eddie Edwards and PCO. I have no idea what a last rights match is. I can't say that it's going to be a Monsters Ball match. Casket match, maybe? Buried Alive? I don't know. I have no idea what to expect from this. But I'm hoping PCO wins it. I do. I want PCO to beat Eddie Edwards down. But I know recently Alicia Edwards, Eddie's wife, she went out of her way to help Eddie in his time of need against this monster. So if Eddie Edwards is going to win this match, it's going to be due to interference by Alicia Edwards, and I'm not going to like to see that. I won't. So, look, I just love PCO, alright? I love PCO, I do. PCO, if you're out there watching, beat this dude down for me. Please beat this dude down. Alright. Next up, lastly, I should say, the Impact World Championship is on the line as Kushida takes on Steve Maclin. This was supposed to be Kushida versus Josh Alexander. Dang nabbit. But, yeah. After months on end, they have been trying to book Steve Maclin strong. They have been teasing the Steve Maclin versus Josh Alexander match for so long. And Steve Maclin, I'll admit, the dude, he has been putting in the work as an excellent heel. And, like, that recent segment of Josh Alexander having to relinquish the Impact World Championship with his family present, and then to have Steve Maclin just go off the way he did in an inappropriate fashion, that was shocking. I wasn't expecting that. But then to have Scott D'Amore jump in and sell how much of a jerk Steve Maclin is, oh, if Steve Maclin wins the Impact World Championship, you can guarantee that his heat level is going to skyrocket. The Forgotten Son will be forgotten no more. Alright, so yeah, I'm going to give this one to Steve Macklin somehow. And everybody's going to hate it. Not me, though. Alright, so yeah, folks, that's been my ramblings about Impact Wrestling's Rebellion happening tonight. If you like this video, please give it a big old thumbs up. It helps me out a lot. And if you haven't already, I would greatly appreciate it if y'all were to subscribe to me. Please? Pretty please. But, yeah, y'all, thank y'all for tuning in. And until next time, make sure all of you remember to be outrageously optimistic year-round. Booyah! I'm out.